Today. I've been a part of VEMA for about 6 months now. You know, like Kim said, I'm at a rate called Gold. Residually, I make about $1,000 a month. Not really impressive, seeing that I was actually introduced to this opportunity 6 months ago, introduced to a kid named Varun Nigam at IU Bloom, 20 years old, making about $5,000 a month, residually driving a 3 Series BMW. I mean, honestly, at that point, I was 24. I had to take a step back and really ask myself, who was I taking financial advice from? I mean, it was real simple. I mean, honestly, I was taking financial advice from my mom, even though I love my mom to death, but she doesn't have the lifestyle I want. And the reason why she doesn't have the lifestyle I want, because me and my mom are both managers. I've been managing for about 8 months now. She's been managing for 23 years. So she's been at this job since, you know, as long as I've been alive. But what's crazy is, I've been managing for 8 months and I make $40K. My mom's been managing for 23 years and she makes $32,000 a year. Crazy. She's seen 2 raises in the 25 years that I've been alive. Crazy. You know, so honestly, I can't take financial advice from my mom. You know, what sucks even more is my mom actually hit a financial standstill and was forced to get kicked out of her apartment and forced to live with me and my girlfriend in our 1 bedroom, sleeping on my couch. Once again, I can't take financial advice from people that don't have the lifestyle I want. Right. Once again, I do love my mom, but she just doesn't have what I want. You know, and that's what this kid, Varun Nigam, at age 20, me being 24, kind of explained to me. He was like, hey, Damon, who are you taking financial advice from? I was like, well, honestly, bro, I mean, whoever out here get me, whatever that meant at the time. And he was just like, well, dude, that's unfortunate. And I was like, well, what you mean unfortunate? He was like, cuz, dude, what did you dream about when you was little? I was like, everything. You know, I was going to be the next MLB baseball player. I mean, I thought that's what I was going to do in college. I was going to leave college, go play professional ball. You know, didn't happen at all. Didn't happen. Reality kind of hit. Sally Mae with these student loans making $3,000 a second, which is crazy. $3,000 a second off of us, you know, and it was kind of a no-brainer. I mean, he introduced me to a kid named Bryce Madick. At the time, he was 22 years old, making $150K a month at 23. And I was like, you don't sell drugs? Nah, I don't. I was like, are you serious? He was like, yeah. He was like, I'm just out here building an asset. And I was like, okay, well, I kind of know what an asset is. I was like, well, what is it that you're doing that's so different from working a job? He was like, well, I'm not trading my hours for wages. I was like, okay. He was like, I'm multiplying my hours of productivity, which is continuing to pay me residually. So I was like, okay, so residual income, obviously this is something where the money multiplies. Okay, I'm kind of following you. He was like, yeah, it's kind of like royalties. You know what I'm saying? It's like a rapper. You know, you write a dope song. What's a real good song that they play over and just over and over?
Show me.
There we go, show me. You know what I'm saying? It's like writing that, putting blood, sweat, and tears in it, you throw it on the shelf, and it's sold. And every time a copy sold, you get paid. So I was like, okay, that sounds a lot better than punching the clock, you know, where you punch in and you punch out, and that's it. Right. So he was like, okay, Damon, if I can show you a way to make anywhere from 500 to 1,000, he said 500 to 1,000. I was like, honestly, you know, Varun, bro, that's not impressive. Like, I'm cool. Like, you're going to have to show me a little bit more. He was like, all right, cool. Well, how hard are you willing to work? I was like, well, seeing that I've worked 3 jobs, I'm willing to work pretty darn hard. He was like, okay, so what if I told you by the end of this year you could be making 6 figures, and if you did X, Y, and Z, and I could tell you how to do X, Y, and Z, would you do it? I was like, yeah, I'm down. Right. If I ain't going to jail. Right. He was like, yeah, you good, bro. I was like, all right, cool. So show me. So long story short, basically what we're doing, guys, we've taken network marketing and introduced it to the young people. First of all, network marketing has never seen the likes of young people, and I mean ages from 30 to 17. Never. Mary Kay, Avon, Amway were all done by our parents and their parents. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Kim and Colgate touched on, most socially connected demographic in the world. Right. You know, right now I have business in Germany, Ireland, and Romania. I don't know anybody in any of those countries. Right. But that's the power of word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, we talk to thousands of people a day, first of all, and they all kind of say the same thing. Well, Damon, I'm not a salesman, and Damon, I'm not a this and I'm like, cool, I'm not either. Right. Every sales job that I've had from age 18 to 21, I got fired. Why? I can't sell. I mean, that was my thing. So I was like, all we're doing is building relationships with people. This is all I'm doing right now. I mean, clearly everybody, if you haven't tried the product, it's free. Try it. One thing that college told me is you try free things. Right. It's a given. So all we're doing is building a network of consumers. and basically get paid out on volume. I mean, it's real simple. You build 2 teams. You know, currently I have an out-of-state team, and then I have an Indianapolis team. You know what I'm saying? With both teams, you introduce people to the product. What we do, we like to create a list of people. This is everybody in your mama, and all we do is share the opportunity. I'm not like, hey, come buy this can, or hey, come flip this, or do whatever the case may be. I'm simply like, hey, this is free. It can better your health. Try it. That's it. I mean, like Kim said, I work 80 hours a week. I don't have time to sell anybody anything. And that's how simple and complex the business model is. You know what I'm saying? And I know we got older people in the room. Just to kind of touch on the product, you know, I put my mom on the product about 3.5 months ago. Like I said, she got put out of her apartment, so she couldn't afford her medication. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? I heard Terrence's testimony, so the worst thing I can do is give her the product that I'm already consuming for free and let her try it and see what happens. Just so happens, every morning for 13 years, I've been pricking my mom with an EpiPen every day for 13 years. Happened to prick her before I went to work. It was about a 297. What's crazy is I get like 5 empty picture mails on my cell phone from my mom. I'm like, Mom, what's up? Boy, I'm like, what, Mom? Boy, I'm so excited. I was like, all right, cool, dope, Mom. What are you talking about? She was like, I'm excited. I was like, okay, that's clear. But what's up with all these like messages? You know, my mom's a little older. She's pushing about 60, so she's not real tech savvy. So, long story short, she sent me it on Facebook. How she can operate Facebook without her cell phone beats me, but that's my mom. So, she ends up sending me her blood sugar reading. 297 down to 97. Wow. Never in my life seen it that low. And I've seen my mom for 13 years battle with diabetes. She starved herself. She thinks that's the way of everything. And what's crazy is when you don't eat, it actually gets higher. That's so backwards. That's really weird. Yeah. So I was blown away. And naturally what happens when we're excited about things, we talk about it. I mean, think about it, guys. We built Facebook, Snapchat, Vine, Twitter, Tinder if you're out there looking for a spouse or, you know, turn up at night. You know, whatever, you know, we did all of this stuff for free, We made Mark Zuckerberg, who's 27 years old, he's worth $26 billion. Right. It's almost $1 billion for each year that he's been alive from simply sharing a concept with a friend. Right. Follow me on Twitter. All these things that we do naturally, but we don't get paid for it. Right. So that's all we did with the healthier alternative. We took a necessary product and put it in a necessary economy, because right now the economy is as low as it's going to get, if not lower. You know what I'm saying? And we incentivize them with money, cars, watches, more money, and a lifestyle that everybody likes. And we're paid to talk about something positive versus to go out here and talk negative and talk down upon something and not get paid anything. Right. I mean, I don't know how many people on here on Facebook got these kind of followers. Man, I can't wait to get off work. Man, I hate my job. But we all like money though, right or right? Right. You know what I'm saying? But none of us are taught how to make money. We're taught to, you know, go to school, get good grades, go to college, get even better grades, put 21 years of our life on a piece of paper and then go beg for a job. But what's crazy is 54% of the graduating class last year was either underemployed or didn't get a job at all. Right. So you telling me I just spent 70 grand to get a $32,000 piece of paper to maybe not get a job or maybe make 32 to 28,000. Right. But what sucks is $28,000 in today's economy is poverty. Wow. So make it make sense for you. I mean, you really got to make the decision. You know, we got teachers teaching us how to make $1 million out of a textbook. Not trying to knock education, because I went to college. I actually pledged a fraternity. You know, they got us learning out of a book how to make $1 million, but they only make $60,000 a year. Right. Right. I'm confused. Right. Once again, you can't take financial advice from people who don't have the lifestyle that you want. Right. Make it make sense. You can't have $1 million dreams with $875 productivity during your day. Right. Or a mindset. It doesn't make sense. But everybody wants to make $1 million, but we out here doing what 97% of the economy does. That's right. This rat race. Get a job, get a job, get a job. And a lot of us go to school and want to get out of school so we can stop doing homework to go get a job. But what are you doing with a job? Go to work, go home. Go to work, go home. Go to work, go home. What does that sound like? Homework. That's it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, guys.